welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 different ways that you can start experimenting with your makeup. This took me a while to film because I had to kind of do things on separate days. I couldn't really do it all at once. So I have split this into 5 different categories, and then I also have for each category a beginner, intermediate, and advanced way that you can experiment because maybe you get more comfortable to do things one way and then you want to take it a step further. So we're going to be looking at how you can use bright colors, duochromes, glitter, eyeliner, and dark colors. And like I said, for each of those categories, there will be 3 classes: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So I hope that you find this helpful. Like I said, I did try my best to put a lot of work into it. And I know that I'm not a makeup artist, never claimed to be, but I feel like it's okay to approach things from like an average person point of view and help others that way as well. So without further ado, I'm going to get into some little clips and voiceovers, and I'll see you in a little bit.
So let's start with bright colors. I'm going to take the Tartelette in Bloom palette and use these 2 shades in the crease and on the lid. Lately the trend has been to pair neutrals or warm neutrals with a pop of blue, and so that's what we're going to do here. An easy way to add a pop of color is to do so on the lower lash line. I'm taking this blue shimmer shade and sweeping it under my lashes to give a bit of interest. Then, so it's not too harsh, I'm just taking a softer blending brush and blending that out. A little bit of mascara, and this is what you should be left with. Another easy way to add a touch of color is through a tinted lip balm. You could do this in place of a lower lash line pop of color or alongside it. So you've decided you want a little bit more color. Let's take more of that blue and start taking it up onto the outer corners of the lid. Remember, you're in complete control of how bright and saturated you want to make that color, and also how much you want to use on the lid. And that's a simple way to incorporate color onto the outer corners of the lid. If you want to start wearing brights all over, then here's a look for you. Start with a colorful shadow in the crease instead of a neutral. I'm using Clionadh Cosmetics Fantasia for this. Next, I'm taking the shade Sea Breeze by Igneous Cosmetics and putting that on the inner part of the lid. Next, taking Lilac Quartz from Igneous on the center, and African Amethyst on the outer corner. And remember, you can use any colors you want. This is just an example of a color combination I like. Choose a color for your lower lash line. I'm using Lilac Quartz again. I'm also opting for a more colorful inner corner by using a colored duochrome, but that's optional. I'm also taking that up under my brow bone. And finally, I'm finishing things off with a colorful lipstick. This is Pandemonium by Urban Decay. Now you know 3 different ways to incorporate bright colors into your makeup wardrobe. Moving on to duochromes, the simplest way to integrate a duochrome into your look is on the inner corner and brow bone, or either or. I'm taking this blue shade here to do just that. So that's an easy way to start wearing duochromes, but if you want to start wearing even more, that's when I'd recommend bringing a duochrome shadow onto the lid. First, I'm just laying down some crease work with Sea Breeze by Igneous Cosmetics, followed by the blue shade from the Pastel Goth palette. When you're using a duochrome all over the lid, I recommend prepping the lid with a glitter glue. I'm using the E.l.f. glitter glue here. For my lid color, I'm taking the shade Crystalline by Clionadh Cosmetics, which is a purple to teal duochrome, and I'm using my finger to pat that all over the lid, although you could use a brush if you wanted to. Now I'm just running more blue through my crease. I'm also taking that blue shade on the lower lash line and connecting it to the top, but I'm also going to put Crystalline right on top of that to create more of a duochrome lower lash line. Of course, can't forget the duochrome inner corner and brow bone. This is Siren Noir Cosmetics Sparkle Motion. This is how you can wear duochromes all over the eyes. If you don't want to be confined to just the eye area, I suggest a highlighter and or lip product. This is Violet Amethyst from the Alchemist palette worn on the cheekbones, and the Annabelle Haley Alsacer lipstick in Banana Yana. What you're left with is duochrome shiny goodness from all directions and 3 different ways to wear duochromes. For eyeliner, I've always found the easiest way to start off is to draw a basic line. I don't have a black pencil, so I'm just going to use the Physicians Formula Eye Booster in black, which is a pen with a brush tip. Of course, I would recommend doing this before you put mascara on, but seeing as how I already had mascara on for a previous eye look, I'm just doing my best here. That's one way to wear eyeliner. A natural progression from here would be to add a wing. This can be any size you're comfortable with, but it's always better to start on the smaller size of things and increase the size if you want to. Making a wing smaller after the fact is much harder. Once you feel comfortable with winged eyeliner, you can start experimenting with the color, the finish, and the design. I'm using a wet brush in the shade African Amethyst by Igneous Cosmetics to draw on my wing. Once my wing is in place, I'm going to draw a line connecting through the crease to create a sort of a graphic effect. I'm also going to add a little bit more detail with the Annabelle brush tip eyeliner in white. I'm going to add a few more dots along the top and a line on the inside. And there we have 3 different ways to wear eyeliner. Moving on to glitter, a very pretty way to wear this is to add some to the inner corners of the eye. I'm using the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Pyro, which is a liquid iridescent glitter that looks good with any color. That's a quick way to add a little sparkle, but I also enjoy doing glitter halo eyes. To do this, I'm taking the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid glitter in Smoldering Satin and blending that over the center of the lid with a flat brush. This just adds a bit more glitter to your look, but it's still fairly subtle. Of course, you can always just take the wand and draw that stuff all over your eyes. F precision, just go for it! Now that you're all glitzed up with glitter, it's time to move on to dark colors, starting with a dark lip. This is the Milani Color Statement Lipstick in Black Cherry. Wearing a dark lip makes a bold statement all on its own. To go from here, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place Deuce palette, starting with the shade Berry Mousse in my crease. To bring just a little bit of darkness up onto the lid, I'm taking the shade Chocolat and blending that onto the outer V and a little bit into the outer crease. After adding a little bit of mascara, you're left with a dark lip and some complementary darkness on the outer V. All that's left is to try bringing that shade Chocolat all across the lid for an all-over smoky eye. I also went back in with my crease shade and blending brush to ensure that my lid shade had no harsh edges. After adding a touch of brightness to the inner corners, we're left with this dark eye and lip combo and 3 ways to wear dark colors.
So that was the video. Again, I hope you find it helpful, hope that you enjoyed it. If there's anything else like this that you'd like to see, just let me know down below. If you did find it helpful, again, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I post Mondays and Fridays here on this channel in the afternoon Eastern time, and I hope to see you later. Bye, guys!